Okay, folks, sound is on. Mary, you got the sign sheet.
I got it.
Got it.
All right, welcome to the meeting. This is March 9th, Monday at 7:31, and we're gonna stand for the pledge and a short devotion. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You bow your heads. Dear Lord, we thank you so much for our employees and the great job they do here. We pray that you keep them all safe. We pray that you be with our valiant warriors that are fighting a war for us right now and help to bring peace to the region all over everywhere. Give us wisdom for the best decisions that we can make. Amen.
Amen.
I will make sure everyone's aware that we are being broadcast live for our meetings, and they're also recorded. So with that, have you had a chance to review the agenda?
I got something on the road.
Okay. I'm going to add something under new business, a report on the SCOG meeting I attended. Anything, Cliff?
I don't have anything to add. I don't know
Okay.
what's on there.
All right, with that, how about the minutes from 2/23? Have you had a chance to review?
Trustee Piro moves to accept them as presented.
Trustee Varian, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And we have a treasurer's report that was 2/24 through 3/9. Have you a chance to review that?
Trustee Varian moves to accept as presented.
Piro second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And with that, we have one person signed in, and that's Joe Schultz. Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah,
Okay, you're welcome to speak if you'd like.
all right, thank you very much. I am Joe Schultz. I currently serve as the mayor of Canal Fulton. I am a candidate for Stark County Commissioner in running in the primary in May here as a Republican. And so what I'm trying to do is kind of bring the model that I had in Canal Fulton, the relationship that I built with the village of Clinton and Lawrence Township around us. But so my goal is to get to every township meeting. There's 17 townships in Stark County, so I just left the Lake Township meeting. So I guess the commitment, that's the commitment I want to make to the townships. If I am fortunate and blessed enough to be elected as the county commissioner, I want you to know I'm going to be here. I believe in building relationships, and I believe that to build relationships, you have to spend time together. So I'm always at Lawrence Township meetings to hear what issues they're dealing with, and I think it's important for a county commissioner to be here and listening to the issues you're dealing with. So with that, this is my first stab at really telling what people my goal is to propose and work with the state legislature to abolish the reappraisal process. I'm a licensed realtor. I have been for 29 years, retired school teacher. And what I found is that with these new valuations, they're very close to what the actual market value is of the house. For an example, I listed a house over the weekend in Canal Fulton for $399,000, and the auditor has it appraised at $381,700. So in my scenario, what would happen is the buyer would buy the house, and that determines the new value of the house. And that's what their taxes would be based on, that arm's length transaction value of the house. And in that case, you'd see a slight increase that only the buyer of the house would have to pay. The number one complaint I get from people about the reappraisal process that we all went through is that I'm not selling my house. So my goal is to keep those people who are not selling their house from having their taxes raised without voting on it. And that's really what they did. I know Northwest is one of 13 school districts that are going to get more money that they never asked the voters for. The county's going to get more money. They never came to the voters and said, hey, we need more money. They're just getting more money. So I think the system is broken, and there's a lot of ways to fix it. But that would really help to protect our elderly population, because there are a lot of people out there who are living on fixed incomes, and they cannot afford the increase in property tax that we put on them as a burden. So with that, I'll answer any questions you may have. Just really excited to be here. See if you folks in the audience have any questions. And I'll do what all politicians should: shut up and sit down.
Thank you very much for coming,
Thank you.
Joe.
How long have you been in Canal Fulton, the mayor?
10 years.
10 years.
I'm on my third term now.
Okay.
So
Right.
I always tell people it's God's plan for my life. If it happens, it happens. If not, I never thought I was going to be the mayor of Canal Fulton or anything like that. So
Good. And what's the system look like there? How many council people do you have?
we have 6 council members. The big issue we're dealing with right now is I got a couple new council members, and under the old council, we put a moratorium on marijuana dispensaries. And now I have some new council members, and they're pushing for, I just don't personally believe in them. I just saw it wreck too many people's lives. Being a school teacher for 35 years, you saw kids get involved in things that their minds just aren't formed yet. So, but other than that, life is good. I'm just anxious to hear what's going on in your township out here. So,
Well, thank you very
Thanks for
much.
coming.
you bet.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's move on to the fire report.
Good evening. As you probably see the agenda here, we need a new pulse ox cable for our SpO2 sensor for our monitor on a Medic 55. At the time that I did the agenda, we did not have a quote, but I do now have a quote, and that is $282.73.
Who's our vendor?
Stryker.
Stryker.
I have a copy of it, trustees.
Trustee Varian moves to pay $282.73 to Stryker for a new PSO2 sensor.
Trustee Cruz, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. As you can see, all the new radios, pagers, batteries are in. They're at Staley's right now. I needed to request to get Mark's ID numbers. I did accomplish that today and sent those to Staley's so they can go forward with the programming now.
Do you know what the Staley bill will be, or is that built into this?
The Stanley part of it was like $4,700, something like that.
Okay.
The whole thing.
Was
the
that
whole
built
thing
into the
was
grant, or is
30
that something we owe?
Yeah, the whole thing was $35,000,
And part of that was Staley.
and
Okay.
the 5,000 to 7,000 of it was Stanley's
All right.
and Staley's. I can say that wrong all the time.
Staley's, yeah.
And then
Okay.
the other part of the marks that we've already paid, and that's why they released the radios. That's what Tom is mentioning here, to get those all programmed and ready to roll.
All right. What do we do with the old ones?
The radios, we're keeping them.
Okay.
We have additional people. We need additional radios.
All right.
Brian had given me our quarterly subscriber payment is due for Mark's system in the amount of $375.
375.
Trustees, that just came through the mail, and that's a quarterly payment. We always ask for board approval for the radios.
Can we approve the whole year on that, or we have to do it every quarter?
You could prove it for the year, but I don't think it ever changes. It's the same for the whole year, $375 each quarter.
Okay,
This is your first quarter of this year, is what it is.
okay. So if we approve it for the whole year, do we have to bring it back to the committee?
Yeah.
Can you just pay it?
You
Right.
can do it that way.
All right. Trustee Varian moves to pay $1,500 over the 4 quarters at $375 a quarter to update our March subscription.
Trustee Prio seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Brush 249, got a check engine light on it, and been having some battery issues, so we scheduled that to go over to C&D Auto on Friday morning.
Okay.
Have the check engine light evaluated, and then the battery to see if the battery needs to be replaced. So that's scheduled for Friday morning. As you see on the agenda, it says waiting a call from All American about tanker 249. It's still over at All American, it's out of service. Captain Palm did receive a quote on things that need to be fixed with that.
Great.
Not including the
6 tires.
6 tires they recommend. They recommend we find our own tire vendor and get a quote for those tires. But
So just as clarity, that's 6 of the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 that are on it, correct?
It's the front steer tires. and
Yep.
First axle.
the front.
Okay, first axle, the rear axle 4, okay, because it's a 10 tire truck. Yep. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. But with all the repairs that they're looking at, without the tires, $6,437.17.
Can you kind of go through those repairs a little bit, what they're asking for?
Okay, so the AC compressor and belt tensioner needs to be replaced. That's a good portion of this. That's $2,064. Discharges 1 and 2, the valves need to be rebuilt, and that's $1,565. Replace rear warning lights. They no longer make the parts. That truck's a 2004. They no longer make the parts for the warning lights that are on it. So to get an update kit for those rear lights is $749.38. The exhaust has a hole in it, $580. There's some compartment lights that are not working. They found $217. Cab interior light, $290. Dash gauges, $290. 6-inch intake. I was missing a spring for the handle on the driver's intake, $145. And then again, the tires are
Yeah, the tires are not quoted in that.
not quoted in this.
And what did we take it there for?
Well, originally for a coolant leak, and the intake on the rear of the truck, the water intake was leaking pretty badly.
Okay, and what was that vendor?
That's All American Fire Equipment
Okay.
over in Canton.
I mean, some of what you said almost sounds like just a regular body shop would be doing. It's not fire parts, is that correct? Like, didn't you say the exhaust system?
Yeah, exhaust, cab light, interior, probably warning lights, some of that, but
Yeah, the cab,
over
The
there.
AC would be regular.
yeah, the hole in the exhaust.
AC would be a semi shop, but
I don't know if you're gonna get any.
I don't know if you're gonna get it
Cheaper.
cheaper. What's the turnaround time? Do we know?
I gotta get the green light before he can, he's done some of the things like the leak in the back is fixed,
Okay,
but coolant leak was the AC compressor leaking.
okay,
So
got it. Ryan, what we got?
I figured you'd come to me. Right now, under temporary appropriation, we have enough money to do this. I was looking ahead because as I do permanent appropriation, we'll be okay for our normal things. but it has to be done. But in the soft billing funds, I have available $167,000 is available at the present time. And I do have appropriated in temporary of $192,000. That will all come in throughout the year if we used any of that.
I think it all.
We can use it out of the fire and keep it out of the fire under temporary. I could set it up that way, and then at the next meeting, I'll have the permanent, and we should be okay as long as we don't get any other chunks of.
I think
Well,
so.
when was our
expensive.
discussion? We're looking at some point to make a commitment to so much towards the new fire truck.
That'll come out of the soft billing. The way I'm writing that up is all out of soft billing.
Right, so that's gonna come out of there
Yeah,
also.
the soft billing, that right there, I had that budgeted. My recommendation, when we get to that point, will be around $50,000-$60,000 range this year. And then see how each year the soft billing is, but I think that's where I want to be the budget, so that we would have a close to 750,000 in a 10-year window, unless there was grants or anything else involved with that to get it sooner than that.
All right, to go back to the truck, the 6 tires that are needed are not something that they do. Is that correct?
They do it, but he was straight with me and said that we would probably be better getting a price.
So, like-
through them.
Like take it to R&B's and get that done there. Okay.
Ziegler.
Do you,
Or Ziegler's.
what's the last time, Ziegler, what's the last time on the road trucks, how long ago did we buy tires for the road truck? Because they're 22.5s, they're gonna be close to the
You
same.
just figure 350 a piece.
350 a piece.
Well, I think that's probably low. I
Right.
think it's gonna be more than that.
But
All right.
our
So
truck was recaps.
did we, we can't, what's that? We can't recap the steer tires.
No,
We could
they
recap
could
the
put
drives.
recaps on that. Those would be cheaper than that. Those are cheaper. Those
Yeah.
are probably about, for the tire, probably
Right.
about 280.
Yeah, 2,400. So on the high end, we're 2,400 for tires if we don't recap. So it's called, yeah. So
I don't think that one would be, how old are the tires?
I don't know. So I was trying to think. I don't know that we replaced them.
Ever?
That would be my guess. Because I was trying to remember when we talked about tires. I don't know that we've ever replaced the tires on that, which would make them 22 years old.
And the truck has 22,759 miles on it.
do they, remind me again, I should know this. Do they DOT those every year?
No.
They're not DOT, because that would have, the 22-year-old tire would have been flagged
He
years ago.
did say that there was 2 that were out of date.
Okay,
So
So
I'm,
maybe some of them.
NFPA fire, like, recommendation is probably to change them, so.
okay. Could we
Probably just drive up.
could we
That would be my
could we
guess.
put 2 front drive tires on it and recap all the back 4 so they're done at the same time? I mean, if,
I don't think that'll make any difference. As long as you do the whole axle. You
okay,
don't have to do both axles.
okay.
You can't do
Well,
like, you
if
can't
2
do
of
like
them
an
are out of
inside.
date, are they the front drive or the,
The one driver's front steering tire is bald, so that completely has.
which is the ones out of date
I
though?
believe those were 2 of the rear and
Drivers.
the front axle.
It's if they're out of date, I don't think you can recap them.
No, you gotta buy.
No, you buy
won't
the
be able to
recap.
recap them.
Yeah,
They're too old.
Yeah.
They
have
just
to
sell
be
you a
within-
recap tire.
Yeah.
But you could, sometimes you can
I thought you
turn
were
them
talking
back.
about recapping.
No,
No.
Okay.
You're right.
No, but
Our old tires are going to the dump.
you don't need to do all of them. You can't do an outside and leave an
Correct.
inside. You have to do a pair.
All right, so my comment on the repairs is by the time we pick and choose what we want to do and then pull the truck from there and take it to another shop and have them put in a dome light, to me, the truck's out of service. So if we're going to save a couple bucks, I think it's worth it to just have All American do the list and have that done.
I'm fine with
Are
that.
you okay? Are we okay moving forward on
Yeah,
that?
what was the quote again, Tom?
6,500.
That's
It's
without
under
the
65,
tires.
right? Tom?
643717.
All right, Trustee Varian moves to pay All American $6,500, up to $6,500 for tanker 249 for coolant link, water leak, and services.
Trustee Puro, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So now tackle the tires
Are they 20, they're 22 5s all the way around?
per 12, maybe
They go up most
24
of-
5s probably.
It
Because they're
could
big,
be
they're a big
either
boy
way.
truck.
I don't have.
Yeah, but most trucks now, they could be 22. But anyway,
Yeah,
you
you
say
put it
that
on
the
the
steer tires are bald?
He said the driver's side steering tires, he said he shouldn't be driving.
Yeah, I would take it straight from there at Ziegler's and at least do the steering tires
Yeah.
before somebody gets blown out and ride.
Yeah,
So,
I wouldn't bring it back.
and just so you guys are aware too, I didn't tell him, he told me that the insurance adjuster went out to look at the damage while it was in the shop.
Okay,
Where it was hit. He said, if you want to use them as a vendor, they can do everything that they're gonna do at the body shop. So just so you guys know, I don't know how that goes, but I just want to let you guys know that.
are we gonna, the one that got hit on the East Louisville?
It needs
Yeah.
diamond plating and it needs reflectors. He said they can do all
Oh,
that
it
right
needs
there.
reflectors.
Oh, are we writing a quote for that? Are we turning a quote in for
He's
that?
turning a quote into me, but I just wanted you to know. that.
So, yeah, we'll have to look at that and see, because we would still have a deductible on that. So we'll need to figure out what the amount is on it, because I think our deductible is, I don't remember,
Do you know what the deductible is?
I don't remember what the deductible is on that.
I didn't get anything.
No, you know what the
No, for-
deductible
Yeah, but I
is.
thought, because the person that hit it was cited, wouldn't they have to pay for,
Correct. I
The
will not-
deductible.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
I think they'd have to pay
Okay.
that deductible back to.
I just see the claim number and
Yeah.
that it's been filed. I don't see any dollar,
Yeah.
who's at fault or anything. I don't see any of that stuff yet.
Because that driver was cited.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was a driver, was what, 7 fire trucks at a fire, and a driver with all their lights flashing, fighting a fire, and some driver came up and ran into the back of our new fire truck. With the lights on,
With the Louisville cops.
and it's a big red engine.
We call it bad day.
Yeah, that day.
I assure you, her car fared way worse. than
Oh
that.
my gosh, guys. Yeah.
I think what's in there, we should just move forward with it. Probably the most the deductible is gonna be is maybe $100, $200.
Well, yeah, we should.
It's not.
So what you're saying is All American said that they would fix what we need fixed while it's in there?
Yeah, the adjuster came out while this
Okay.
guy was doing this and basically said, hey, everything that they're gonna do, we can do in-house if you guys wanna do that. And I said, well, I forgot to tell you that, but I'll let you guys.
I think when it's gonna get back into service is the more important part. We don't want all these things to be fixed and it sits there for 3 weeks while we're waiting on a piece of stainless. You know what I'm saying? The truck
Yeah,
functions.
if they're able to do it
Right. We
in a
got
timely
a
fashion.
piece of diamond plate bent. If it sits there out of service, that's on us.
Right.
You know, I mean, so it probably depends on how quick they can turn that around.
Yeah.
All right, what do you want to do with front tires or all 6 tires or what do you want to do there?
Just set a price. We have to do them, we don't have a choice.
Well, you definitely need to get steers done,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, you probably need to do them all, but I wouldn't bring it back without doing the steer tires.
Yeah. So we want to just do the front 2 or do you want to try to get,
Can you do the front tires? It sound like they need just to get
I
it
don't
done.
think that's the problem. They could take it right to Ziegler's, they could put tire fronts on, then evaluate, then they get a
Because
price.
That's
for it.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's
Just
what I
get-
would do, and
just
have them
approve it,
give them
'cause
a
we don't
quote.
have a price to know
All right.
exactly
Have
what
them give them a
that is.
price for the
All right.
mirror set.
Yeah.
Trustee Varian moves to pay, let's do up to $1,500 to replace the 2 steer tires, drive tires on tanker 249 at Ziegler Tire upon the completion of All Americans work. When they're there, they're going to get a quote for the other 4 that need replaced, or actually just all, the remaining 6 on the truck, 8 on the truck, sorry. We'll get a quote and then discuss from there.
Who's calling that in? I'll give you a number of a guy to call down there, so you could call and have them, so they'll have the tires ready. Just explain to him.
Yeah, let's just get, can I get a second on that
And then
motion?
whenever then just get a quote for the
Remainders.
Yeah.
Can I get a second on that motion?
second.
All in favor?
All
All
right,
right.
so that makes sense, Tyler.
Yeah, 15, guys, just so I know, 1,500 to get the first.
Front
tires,
2,
Yeah.
But you're gonna get the quote.
we'll get a
the
quote
remainder.
for what's left.
All right, thank you very much.
And if you don't mind, Tyler, if you could get recaps and new quote, if you could ask
Okay.
for recaps and new.
That'll just be on the drives. They don't recap steers.
Yeah, they don't recap steers.
All right, Chief, I had a question for you. Can you give me a report on the ice training? How did it go?
Oh, really well.
Okay.
Ice Ice baby,
What's that?
a lot of ice.
Yeah, it was like 8 inches thick.
As they kind of, it was perfect.
Was, air temperature was pretty good.
It was like
All the training
comfortable.
went well, everybody
Oh.
did the right thing?
Everybody, yes.
Okay. And who was the guinea pigs in the water, or did everybody?
Several people were, in the water as a victim, and then we had several people.
I'm talking about the victims.
Last year was just me for like 20 evolutions. I was like checking out, like,
Yeah, you're-
Okay,
so it was lots of people this year.
okay, good. And
And
then,
then just keep you dry, keep you warm.
Do we do anything as a thank you to the DePietros, like a little note or something, or what do we usually do there?
We have not, they usually come out with their kids and watch us, but we
Okay.
have not
Or is
usually
it
done much. I mean, we call them directly and get permission to be
Great.
out there, but
great?
I can write something up on my end.
You don't have, I didn't know if that was something we did as a courtesy, like thanks so much for letting us use your space.
one question for you on the call list. Did you want to go over the call list?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about this. If you had-
Go ahead.
Okay, so as you can see, we had 36 calls from the last meeting, 23 ALS, 6 BLS, 7 fire-related calls. Did have some mutual aid this month, or this time, 4 from New Michelle and 4 from Louisville. Each of those were from the same automobile accident on Broadway Avenue. We had a rescue from Louisville and a second medic from him, since we had 2 patients. And 1 to Mohawk Valley, 2 Louisville, and 1 to New Michelle.
Okay, so we helped out a little bit too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
And we were always well together.
Question on 26-028 on the report.
Okay, I
You don't have the
gave
report?
I gave it.
Here you go.
What was the number again?
26-028.
Okay, that's going back here. Okay.
From what I see there under the comments, my concern is that was an address that we've had problems with before. So maybe we could talk about it later,
Okay.
get some information on that one. Okay. So just keep that number in mind.
Okay. I have nothing further. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let's move on to cemetery report.
When I came today, I didn't get to talk to Ryan, but I noticed our dumpster's all full
Full of
of
reeds.
cemetery cleaning. So I figured Ryan or somebody was over there hauling, so I didn't get to talk to him, so I figured he must be working on, but I didn't have any money turned in from the last meeting.
Okay, that's good. All right, let's move on to the road report.
The trustees had a minute to look over the road report.
Remind me where we are with salt, how much we have in there, do we have any more to buy?
We have probably roughly 300 tons up in there right now. And we met the minimum of our quota.
All right, so we don't have to buy any more.
We can buy, I think, another
800 would be our minimum. We've got
Yeah.
roughly about 900 in.
Okay, so we met our minimum.
800 is our minimum, like 1200 is our maximum.
Right.
Okay, all right. But if we don't buy any more, we could see a larger price next year.
Right.
Right.
Or how much more will fit
I
up there?
think we could buy another
It's like 300
200 or
tons.
300 tons.
You
to
can,
be at our
you
max.
can go up to 1,200 ton, and we're just under 1,000 ton, which is okay, because we met our quota right now. We don't have to buy it. but
We
can.
have till August to get that.
We have till August. Oh, okay, great. Oh, we've got some time.
So,
Great.
yeah, I don't know when they announced the price, but
It'll be a May.
Great. Okay. All right, great.
when do we set what we want to put in for next year?
It'll be a May,
Okay.
around the same
Because if
time.
we buy this up to 1,200, we won't need to put in quite as much.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, no, I think,
Yeah,
Exactly,
sorry,
because
it's
if you
gonna go
put,
up.
oh,
All
it's
right,
not going down.
Especially with fuel prices and everything, it's.
we'll get together on that right before May.
So we're probably gonna wanna at some point get our max.
All right, right.
Mhm.
Yeah, makes sense.
Question for you. Did you get open house for Marlboro? Did you guys go?
Yes, that's the only thing not on the list on the 6th. We did go to the open house at Marlboro Supply. And I do have a order quote for the pipes we need.
That was Friday.
Okay, I thought that.
You have
wasn't sure
a,
if
you
it was
have a
that.
total on that?
Is that pipe for already scheduled jobs or just restocking up or what are we doing?
2 of the pipes are for jobs we do have scheduled. They're waiting on me to call and give them a price.
Okay,
And the other 12-inch pipes that we got, that's just for our stock for
Yeah.
driveway culverts
keep,
we're gonna
yeah.
do this year.
What's the total?
The total is 1,462. That's for 40 feet of 24-inch pipe, which those are the two that we have. That's 30 feet's already spoken for. They have a job, they want it done as soon as possible. And 120 foot of the 12 inches, 6 sticks of 12-inch double wall. That's just for us back here to do normal driveway culverts.
And these are all just normal driveway culverts, right?
Yeah, just 12-inch driveway.
And then when you're doing that, we're also adding on some money for the gravel fill we need, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we're
Yes.
getting used to do that. And then the labor's free.
All right,
Labor's free.
we're good on that pipe, right, Brian?
You have a flat rate on your fees. There's a fee charge on
Right.
each one of them Rodney has. And that got updated for this year.
And includes
And I'm
everything.
gonna believe everything's gonna fall right into place because that fee was set up a little extra in case there was any fluctuation.
Yeah, make sure
We
we're
could-
still falling in under it, because I'm sure the price
We
of pipe
could-
shooting out.
We could keep that price sheet where it's at.
Okay, perfect.
Trustee Pure moves to pay Marlboro Supply $1,462 for driveway drainage pipe.
Trustee Varian second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then the next one that I have is for for an auger motor that the seal went out of it. And this was a brand new auger motor that was just put on the truck and literally only lasted 2 weeks. And the salt,
When was it bought?
huh?
When was it bought?
It was actually a brand new auger motor that was put on at the end of last year. But it only made it 2 weeks this year before it started leaking. And I was talking to IHM about it, about just putting a seal in it. And Michelle at IHM was saying that they had to order the seal kit plus the labor. And they actually have a off-brand auger motor there that they want us to get, but I do have one to try out, but I haven't put it on the truck and tried it yet. This is an original motor, and it was $353.84 just to replace the seal. You can go buy one of those brand new. I think it's like 370 some bucks, but at the time, she said the seal kit was going to be cheaper, but by the time they got it ordered, the seal kit was only $80 for the seal kit, but the labor was $258.
How much is it for the one they carry?
The motor they carry
The off-brand one.
is like $260. But
Okay.
that is an off motor, and the only thing we've experienced is they'll do the job, but they do wear out quicker, it seems like, from the ones we've used prior on the spinner motors. The only place we've used one is on spinner motors, and
And how much is the OEM?
the original one, I don't have that paperwork on me, but it's about 370 some bucks for a brand new from Custom Clutch.
But that's not installed.
That's not installed. We
You can
change them
install
out.
yourself.
Yeah,
So why pay 200 something installation fees for the,
right. That's just for us getting it.
What was the company name that we bought it off of last year? Is it the same?
Custom clutch.
I think it's the Custom Clutch
Is it
where we buy the
Custom Clutch?
original ones at.
I just want to see if I can pull it up and I can tell you which page.
It's right there in Canton, right?
Yeah.
Those are the original motors. At IHM, they do have I call it a secondary motor because it's a Chinese knockoff of that one. And that one's 270 some bucks, I think it is.
Okay.
But this one right here, just for the repair job, which is one of the original motors, was $353.84. And that was just to change the
The
seal.
one that's leaking, did it come from Custom Clutch?
No, that was an original motor.
It's original from the truck?
No, it was original from,
All right, Jim.
it was originally from Custom Clutch, but it was sitting over summer and everything.
Yeah, but you didn't check with Custom Clutch about fixing the seal?
No, they don't repair them there. Custom Clutch don't repair the seal. They only sell them motor.
I found it, Randy. Custom Clutch in December 8th of last year, which is right toward the
Right.
end of the year, we bought two for a total of $699,
About $350 for the new one.
$700 and
And it's
$350 piece.
Basically, the same thing was just to replace.
And we
the
never
seal.
made no call about if there's any warranty, anything on it?
No, there's no.
I think we should check into that.
So if we paid $699,
For two.
we put one in right away in December and then we put one on the shelf?
Right.
Okay, so one went in, one
went in
shelf.
right away. one
Now the
went
shelf
on
one's
shelf.
leaking. So we don't have a shelf one,
And the
right?
problem with the warranty is it's the salt that tears the seal out. That
Yeah, but it shouldn't
happens.
tear it out that quick. That was just December.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
not even
Like I said, it was-
120 days.
Wasn't even 2 weeks. It was in there and the
I
salt.
think
Yeah,
I
I think before we pull the trigger, we talked to him about what kind of warranty, and that was less than 3 months ago.
Right.
But they don't do any. I didn't personally ask the guy, but they don't do any repairs to any of the auger motors or spare
Well, he might
motors.
send it back to
The
wherever.
custom
he gets
clutch
it.
one, hand you a new one, and they take care of the broken
Right,
one.
right. They'll
But
send
the only problem was this motor was on the box that was sitting in storage. We replaced it before last winter was over. And then it sat on the box all summer. And then we had it out. So it's older than it was. It's older. It's not 2 weeks long.
Wait, we're talking
Yeah.
about
What was the,
December of
this
25
year
or
or last
24?
year?
Two, actually,
That was bought this year. This winter. This-
December 8th of 2025,
Right.
which was where we bought two. And January 1st, we bought two, January 1st of 2025 also.
The one that went bad was one that was already on the box when we put it on the truck. It was replaced before winter was over, not this winter, last winter. But it was never used until this winter. So it's already sat attached to the
So
truck.
this is one of the January purchases.
Right. It's not, no. This,
Oh.
this is last year's.
Yeah,
So
the
December
January
of
of 2025.
Yes.
December of 25 is only what?
Yeah, but he's saying
Right.
this
This wasn't one of the new ones that we
Okay.
bought.
This is one we purchased in
This was one.
January of 2025, so it would be about 15 months old.
Oh, January of 25.
Right, but we
Okay.
put it on the truck.
So you have no backups?
So it's probably out of warranty then.
On this one,
Do you have any backups on the shelf now?
no, this was our shelf. This
You
was
wanna
our
wait or
shelf
just
backup
get
that I
one?
had repaired.
What do you want to get, two or one? It looks like you're always getting a pair of them if you don't
I
have
usually
any.
get a pair, but I only need one for the shelf. It's
And
end of the
so-
season, we
All right,
got
we got enough
nothing.
money. All right, trustee Piro moves to get 2 motors from Custom Clutch not to exceed $750.
But what about the one from IHM?
Is there a
This
bill,
one
is there a
was-
bill yet, or can we
Yes,
just?
this one was repaired, but unfortunately, it was only on the truck. It sat all summer on the box,
So that,
but the first 2 weeks of winter, it started leaking
So do we owe that bill to somebody?
to IHM.
They've already done the service.
They've already rebuilt.
And
the-
what's that number?
This number is 353.84.
Oh, okay.
And
so it's already fixed.
it's been repaired.
It's fixed and now it's leaking again?
No, it's
Sitting there
fixed.
ready
It's
picked
still
up.
sitting over there, ready to be picked up.
Oh, boy.
They told me it wasn't.
whew,
Yeah, I'm
we need to start this entire conversation over.
They told me that it wasn't going to cost that much to
To
repair.
start, we have to first decide to pay that bill.
How much?
That's
what's
what we
the
owe
total
right
on
now.
that bill? What's that total?
It's
384.
All right.
And that's for a rebuild.
That's for them.
So don't buy 2 new ones. Now we're gonna have 3.
Right. All right, let me change my
That's from,
motion.
and that's from,
IHM.
I'll change my motion. First motion is to pay IHM $353.84 to fix for the repair of the motor.
repair.
Trustee Varian second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to cancel the one we already approved.
Well, we never had a second on that one anyway, so
Oh, we didn't get a
that one
second
never
on it?
made it.
So then I'll make another motion to buy a backup motor from Custom Clutch, not to exceed
400.
$400.
Trustee Varian, second.
All in favor?
All right.
There we go. We're getting somewhere.
That will give us 2 on the shelf.
All right.
All right. We got a lot of this. We'll be all right.
Okay.
So you were looking at some holes up at the school to see if you
We
could.
haven't
You didn't
got
do
up
that
there
yet?
No.
No.
Okay. You ran
Why?
behind. I just wondered what you found out, yeah.
No, we haven't got up.
The only thing I know about what happened at the school is I heard they had some asphalt delivered. Are you talking about?
Well, I
stuff
told
took
him
the stone for?
wouldn't dirt patch yet anyway, so
Okay,
we still
There's
have to
holes.
go up and see him.
okay.
There's crazy holes there.
Yeah, there's holes. I swerve around.
I
dropping
told him
kids off in the
about
morning.
possibly getting cold patch to get through till the weather got better.
Oh, okay.
I told him we couldn't do anything till it warms up.
Okay.
That one.
Special thank you to the road crew for delivering some aggregate for our shot put and discus area to East Canton. Thanks for doing that. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Big pile of rock. I don't know if you
Did they
did.
have enough?
I haven't heard. That's a good
Oh.
start.
Okay.
I think we start there. Thanks for doing that. They appreciate it.
And the last thing I have is our filter order that we usually do every year.
Yep.
And I just got a quote on it. This is nothing that has to be done anytime soon. But they do have a filter sale this month.
It ends today.
And-
But I mean, you'll be able to get the price, but it has to be, we have to go on it today.
It
'Cause
has to go in this month, I think.
Is it
So like
Napa
the
or
month
something
of
else?
March, and it's Napa.
Napa, okay.
Well, I
And that's
just
for
ordered
all of our
today.
services, for all of our equipment, all the filters.
What's our total on that?
The total on the quote is $1,181.37.
1,181.
And that's for all the services we do here in-house, changing all the fluids, filters, and everything on all of our equipment.
Great.
You're good on that. Yeah. Trustee Piro moves to pay Napa $1,181.37 for filters.
All in favor? Oops,
Trustee
sorry.
Varian, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can I ask the road department question? I know that you guys came out and looked at our back parking lot. Did you come up with any thoughts? Because it is destroyed.
It is destroyed.
I mean, the trucks sit back there, so there's places where there's
Yeah.
like marks from where the trucks sit, because they take their like 15 minutes right from the hydrant.
That is breaking up pretty bad back there.
It's terrible.
Is it real soft, Amy?
It's
Okay.
like so soft.
Okay, trucks are sinking into the aggregate.
It's where we do the recycled bins.
It's not just there.
It's
All on the
bad.
back.
But
It's
is it
over
the trucks
by
driving
the-
over other parts of it?
Over by
It's
the
always soft every year.
fire
I mean,
hydrant.
is it time to remove the
That
recycled
whole
bins out?
area from,
It's not the.
it's so soft,
It's
you
that
walk
soft.
on it right now. and try it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always been soft.
So when you guys pull into
For a
fuel up,
month
is it
here,
that area too?
April is.
It's,
I haven't seen.
Not
it.
I
as
mean,
bad.
it's from the recycle bins over towards the fire
fuel.
hydrant, in front of where the hydrant is,
Right.
is fairly bad.
You Yeah, you guys usually drive in there to get fuel. And it.
Yeah, on the other end.
Right, there's a catch basin on that side.
Yeah.
And there's a catch basin over towards the recycle bins. And that whole area between those two catch basins is kind of soft and literally just blowing apart everywhere.
Okay.
We were there a couple times looking at seeing what to do about it because the front driveway of the fire station also is starting to break up.
So I have a quick question on that. So there's a bank along the back.
Yeah.
Is water running, do we need to dig a ditch along the grass and gravel line and put some rocks in it, like a catch basin? Is the hill giving us all that
All
water?
of that, I think, is coming down
Probably
through
got
there,
some springs.
Yeah, okay.
off the hill, and
Yeah.
coming down through there.
I wonder if you dug a ditch right along the edge there and
Who
Fill it
knows
with
if
rock
they-
and-
If they ever put a base or anything.
create some sort of.
I thought when Stewie was here, we did something like that already.
We did that at the recycle bins.
Oh, and they're
Right.
holding up?
Better.
The spot at the recycling bins, there's like a spot or two in the front that is starting to break up, but what we repaired last year is okay, but behind that a little bit is breaking up too, and we've been looking at that whole area.
Okay.
We're going to take cold patch to the front driveway and clean that area up and repair that front with
Okay.
cold patch before it gets any worse. And the back area is like so broken up right now.
We'll meet out there and look at it.
We have to like wait for it to dry up a little bit, to solid up a little bit before we can do. Because there's so much water and everything back there laying underneath.
Yeah.
Underneath, and once it freezes, it creates that warp and then the top coat just disintegrates. So something needs done.
We'll meet out there and try and get some ideas, cheap ideas.
Cheapest ideas, cold patch.
And I was gonna say, the amount of traffic that we get through there, I mean, it's consistent. I mean, and there's people in
It
and out
needs
all
a
day long.
drainage pipes through it.
Yeah, I need something run, some run.
So,
It's coming down and just sitting in that
Is that
spot.
people just doing the recycle bin and then going out the other way?
yeah, I mean, yeah, so looping through, going out, like they just come in and come through, but it's a pretty constant stream of people, you know, all day long back from there.
Does the garbage truck ever exit that way? Because there was,
They're not supposed to.
right.
So the recycle trucks are not supposed to be using that back access. They know they're not supposed to. I would say most of the time they don't, just because they've gotten
Yeah, that's,
the supervisors come out before.
Oh, okay.
But, so they are not supposed to be using that back drive. But then, I mean, obviously then they're using the front one.
Right.
As a taxpayer, I have a question. So I love the recycle center, but right after we had all that work done, they they literally put their things down and destroyed it. Like I saw the guy out there brushing them apart. I reported it at that point. Like, can the county, if they want that nice area there, maintain that?
It's not the county.
It's the.
It's
recycling
start, or the
district.
joint solid waste.
Solid waste
And
district.
they chipped in towards fixing
They
it
paid.
last year.
Yeah, they paid.
for-
They paid toward fixing
Like,
it.
literally right after we got fixed this last time, it was
Yeah. Yeah.
damaged
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
significantly.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe do we need to, once you go out and look, maybe we need to make another phone call? Can we go back this dark waste? again?
Yeah, we can reach out to them,
Yeah. Okay,
see what they got.
all right.
I don't think they're gonna get anything right away. I mean, we need to come up with some temporary
Yeah.
stuff, but
Sure.
yeah, I'll reach out to them.
All
and
right,
our,
Rodney.
our temporary fix we were going to do out at the fire station, we were going to be out there this week on the front
Front
driveway
driveway, yeah.
to fix that spot, but it's going to depend on what the weather holds up to
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
think we're supposed to get rain later this week too.
I think it's tomorrow evening supposed to be rain come in. If it holds up while we're working tomorrow, then we'll probably attempt to make it tomorrow morning, we start in that driveway. Because before that gets any worse, and we've been having a lot of good luck with cold patch. I mean, it's pretty amazing stuff and
Okay. This should have been handled in fire, but since we're talking about the building, Tyler, do you mind taking a look at the mower before the grass grows?
yeah.
All right, we fixed 2 tires last year, ended season, so we'll see where they are. I know that's been a conversation we've had. Don't want to bring it up, but I guess I have to. All right, thanks, man.
Okay,
That's all.
and Rodney, you spent a lot of money tonight.
All right,
I did.
all right,
Just a warning.
all right.
He didn't spend as much as fire.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's
That's
true.
all I got.
That's true.
Point that out. That is better than you did.
All right, anything else for road?
Yes.
Oh, that's right, I have you on there.
I haven't talked to Rodney about this yet, but I spoke with the trustee of Paris Township. The chip and seal job is subpar at best that they did last year. It's bad. It's cracking and breaking. Our roads that were chip and sealed other years are better than what the job they did last year. So I don't know if it's going to get anywhere. I think you need to reach out to Art and at least see if he'll come look at it and see what he says.
Has anybody taken an evaluation of how much more salt we used on those roads this year than we did last year?
I think we use less.
I don't know,
I don't know what
we had to use more salt.
Yeah, we
I
went
mean,
through. a
I
lot
We
of
went through
salt.
more salt
We
this
had the
year.
bin full last year. We went through
Yeah.
1,100 tons last
We
year.
went through more salt from last fall this spring than we did a year ago, last fall to the spring, just so you know. We went through a lot more.
Yeah, more
And I can
snow-
give you
yeah,
the
more
exact
trips out,
amount, but
too.
it's like probably 600 ton more, 700 ton more.
It can't be.
It is.
Not this winter, the winter before, we had 1,100 tons in the building.
Right, we had a.
And we went
had
through
some-
all.
Last year, we had.
We had some left. We had some left.
We went and got 200 ton extra last spring.
Right.
And then we still have 300 up here and we put 900 in. We couldn't have used more salt.
Yeah, we did.
Well, then we got in more
I
than
don't know.
900 tons.
But we did start last winter with a full building. It had 11 or 12
Yeah.
in it. It was full. It was
And then we got 200 or 300 ton in the spring.
towards the end. I think we did get another load in.
You're talking winter 24 into spring of 25.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's just look up the numbers and we'll talk
I
about
can
it
do that.
at next meeting. And then we'll look at what we had for fall here of
I
25.
also
just where we're
think you had a harder winter. You had
Oh, yeah.
sub-zero
Oh, I agree
temperatures.
with
Yeah,
that.
oh, yeah, we
just-
went out, we went out.
I'm looking at roads that are done previous that are better shaped than the ones that are done now.
Right.
Could it be
And we're gonna have
road
to pretty much re-chip and seal these roads within 2 years.
Could it be the road traffic though? Those roads over like Parks and all, there's different
No,
traffic
Well, I don't
flows.
think it hurts to bring Art out.
no.
I've worked with him
Harris
many years.
Township feels the same thing. He said that they
Yeah.
didn't think the oil was enough or something wasn't right.
A lot of the chip and seal roads that we had done this last got a lot of damage on it.
They're bad.
You're talking in this past August 25.
Lots has a lot of damage on it. Parks has got a lot of damage on it.
Parks was done at a different time though, correct?
No,
From when we did
Same
ours.
time they did it as they was passing through our area.
they did all of that at the same time.
Okay.
And
I
they
would
double,
have him come out or just have the conversation with him and see what he says.
they double layered Stuckey and Stuckey's destroyed. We have a big repair job to do there if
Yeah.
Art doesn't come and do something. Stuckey has like 4 big spots on it where I don't know why clay's coming up through, but literally clay is coming through the road.
It's worse now than it was before.
It's worse than it was
last year.
before they chip and sealed it.
That's not good.
Well, then you need to have a conversation with Art and have him come out and look.
Yeah.
But I would also compare and look at other roads, because there was another company doing it too. Not here, but they did a lot for the county.
No way.
Yeah, that could be it. Look at some of the roads they did and see how their roads look.
I don't know what Melway did.
Yeah, I don't know how you gonna figure that
I'll
out.
call county and ask them which ones did Melway do, and go drive on them and check them out. See if it's something that's happening everywhere from the weather. or
Where
if
does the
it's just
county
mix.
chip and seal?
Oh, they've chipped and sealed quite a bit. They use
County
Melway.
chip and sealed Orchard View.
Waynesburg.
Yeah, they did chip and seal.
They did chip and seal
Yeah.
Orchard View.
I was blown away. I'm like, wow.
The only thing is,
Is-
are they chip and sealing over blacktop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they did.
That's
That was
probably
a
makes a
blacktop
big
road.
difference.
That was a
It
blacktop
And
road,
that's-
they chipped
That's
and sealed
harder
it.
than what we got though, so.
It's all right.
Yeah, because they had a better base.
Yeah, that's a better base.
Okay.
But just have a conversation and see what he has to say.
Art will come out. He'll come out and check it out.
Yeah,
He will.
he'll have no problems.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all you had?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's move
Thank
on to
you,
zoning.
Rodney.
Thank you, Rodney.
Since last meeting, had 1 permit issued. On the nuisance side of things, under new, you see 2 listed, there's actually 3. The one not listed is in the same allotment. It's the house that had fire years ago and was boarded up.
Yeah,
And the complaint there is there's 2 cars out front, there's one behind the building.
That hasn't moved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Abandoned car.
we know the
Complaint.
rule for cars.
All right.
The other one over there on Don Haven has some tires. There were cars there. They were talking about cars at each property. Those ones didn't appear to meet junk vehicle requirements. They look pretty decent shape.
The Don Haven one says the tires are off the rim.
There's tires there, scattered around a couple.
Yeah, turn that one into the health department because that's their deal. You have to take care of that.
Okay. I sent them a letter giving them till the 20th to clean up what they have.
Yeah.
The other one there on Woodland, there was like scrap wood and some other like renovation materials. So there was a dumpster there, and between the 2 times I checked, it was more filled the second time I was there. So I was gonna let them do that and keep an eye on it. The one there at Belfort and Lisbon, under the updates, I sent them a letter and I described junk vehicles and junkyard because they have tires in the back. There's parts by the garage.
So they qualify as a junkyard.
Yeah. So I sent that letter, and I know the health department is working on it too,
Okay.
because there's complaints about rodents and everything else. So the health department is trying to physically contact the owner and talk to them about it.
Did you find out, was there any clarification we need to do with the commission on our definition then?
I haven't heard anything back yet.
Okay.
I got one more thing that I forgot, if we have a second to go back.
Yeah, let's let Mary finish here real quick.
Other than that, I don't have much change. I went around and looked at each property on the list, and more or less all the same at this point.
Okay.
Did we get confirmation there was a person looking to join the commission? Is that correct?
Yeah, I did not receive anything yet. I will check with the board member that told them about it.
Yeah, try to get a letter from that person then for the commission.
I had a resident bring Mid-A to my attention again, 1868. I saw him at the gas station. He was asking about it, so just
Yeah,
wanted to bring it up.
I'm gonna send them a second letter because
Okay.
that first one
Yep.
is up now.
All right. Thank you.
I didn't see much change, but I
Been
don't,
like that for years.
So, yeah, I'm gonna send them a
There's cars in
second
that.
one.
There's cars in location that were there before I was born.
Did you want to give a report on the law seminar?
Law seminar was last Saturday before last. We went out there, we had 4 of us out there. I know on zoning side of things, I went to the land grant seminar. In their stuff, there's less grant money for this year than it's been in the past, but they're working on getting some more money coming in. It's about half or so from even just last year.
Okay. All right, anything else for zoning?
That's all for right now.
All right, let's jump back to road. Ronnie?
I think I forgot to mention, I talked to you about the Chevy. Did I bring the Chevy's rear brakes up?
No.
The Chevys are 2011 Chevy, the truck 202. The rear brakes have been dragging pretty bad for 2 days now. And I took it to R&B's to have them look at it, and they said the rear axle, both sides, is on metal. They're grinding. And they said it needs new brakes. They said it would be no more than $1,200. They don't know if the calipers are bad because it's constant grinding and they won't release. So he said if the calipers needed replaced too, it'd be around $1,200. If they don't and they just need to do a brake job, it'd be somewhere around $800-900.
So you talked about the axles dragging.
The rear axle
It
brake.
needs axle bearings then?
No.
No, it's the brakes on the rear
The
axle.
brakes are just
Oh,
dragging.
no, so the axle
There's nothing to do
shaft in
with
the,
it.
okay.
It's, all right. Well, we gotta fix that. Trustee Puro moves to take it to RBs and not to exceed $1,250.
Trustee Varian second.
All in favor?
Aye. Okay.
All right. Anything else, Mary, Rodney? Nothing else
No,
for you?
that's it. I just forgot that. I know you're, said I didn't, I spent too much.
They get cut off.
Now you're up to about a tie with the fire department.
Fire department.
You're
Yeah,
really
tie.
Not
close
into
now.
competition.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna move on to Old Township business and Stark County Health Advisory Meeting updates. Is that you, Brian?
Yeah, trustees, I went to that meeting. They were too shy of having a quorum. So this is the second year in a row. Some of the people that were there, they went ahead and did a presentation, but you couldn't make any moves. But there's about there's 5 councilmen that they're expiring in 27. So they were trying to think of things that we could do to get a better turnout for next year to be able, and I think one of the Kikos, I'm not sure which one, said, well, why don't we have it earlier? So they voted to have it at noon instead of these late night. Talked about bringing some Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Well,
and
now
stuff.
you're talking.
So now they
Next
were-
year, I want to go to that meeting.
well, that's what I'm saying. They're trying to think of ways of getting that in there, but it was I remember going to a couple of them through my terms, but I think we need to make a real good effort to go next year, whether food or not. So, but it's on March the 4th next year. They already set that date. It's on a Thursday and they set the time frame as noon. So we'll get notices on that, but they're going to try it earlier.
All right.
So March 4th of 2027.
Yeah.
Okay. Stark Parks Regional Planning Meeting updates.
So a lot of what they did was talk about the survey results they had and what the people want to see.
Mm-hmm.
They had these brochures or flyers, projects they're working on right now.
What did the people ask for?
A lot of them were talking about security, just making sure security's out there. For the trails, they were talking about benches and that kind of stuff, place to stop. And the parks, they want renovations to like the amenities and stuff. They did mention that for the trails, they're looking to try and close the gaps between their trails to make them more connected. They do have their plans on their website, and they're still looking for feedback until, I believe, the 4th of April. So if you just Google like Stark County,
Stark Parks.
Stark Parks plans, it
Mhm.
pops up.
Okay.
Then they have the presentation they showed at the meeting, and then another set of plans with it.
All right. Let's jump back to the governmental law seminar. And Brian, did you have comments?
Yeah, I just want to say that I went to that a couple of times before, but I did pick up on a lot of things for our, I got to talk to the prosecutor's office about these capital fund that you all approved me to re-establish, and they're going to look over my recommendation of how I want to go about the procedure of doing that, reinstating it, along with putting interest bearing and all the things that I want to do. That probably was one of the most beneficial things. I got to talk to those prosecutors about.
Great.
A little one-on-one there.
Yeah, that's great.
So just to let you know.
One of the ones I was sitting in was on the Stark Economic Development Board and the housing problems in Stark County, which I'm sure, Mary, you're aware of. And several times, Mary, you were in there with me, weren't you? Were you in there? No, Marie was in that one. Several times they kept referencing how successful we're doing here with Hope and the housing that we're getting put up and the model as a model for the rest. So I thought that was really a proud moment for our community. And I would say that the opening speech by the prosecutor was excellent. And all on,
Kyle, no.
yeah, Kyle Stone,
Yeah.
all on ethics and what you're allowed to do and what people think that they can do, which is really not what they're allowed to do. It was actually very, very good. So, all right. Anything else on governmental law seminar? And you were there too, Cliff. Did you hear Kyle Stone or not?
I was not at the governmental law.
Oh, you didn't.
I did not make it.
Oh, that's right. you
I did
didn't
not,
go.
I wasn't
I'm
able to
sorry.
make it. Sorry, I had some changes at the farm. I had to stay home. I'm sad to miss it, but
Okay. All right, let's move to new township business. And we have tomorrow night, we're having a special meeting here with the village of East Canton. We haven't done it for a couple of years since COVID. And we have a lot of shared services. So we're going to meet. They have a lot of new council members. And
Hopefully these ones show up.
well, I did get the confirmation that most of them will be here, not all. There was a couple that had a work conflict. So hopefully it works out.
and we're here tomorrow, right?
We're here at 6:30.
We're here tomorrow.
And
Okay.
trustees, I will ask you, do you want this to be anything audio, live streamed, anything?
We don't usually do the special meeting that way. We
We
just take
don't
minutes.
normally, but I didn't know if you wanted it, so I could prepare for it.
I think because we're all elected officials, we should ask the other team that before we turn it on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay turning
I'll
on,
be
Yeah.
ready, and if you.
That's great.
Yeah.
We'll ask the mayor, the councilman, if
because
that's
we've
okay.
not done
We'll go
that
with
before, so I think we
Yeah.
should check first.
Okay.
Um,
Do we need to bring an agenda for that, or they're bringing that?
We have an agenda that we prepared that just is introducing, Brenda will
Yeah.
do the pledge and she'll do the
Pledge,
I have an
introduction.
agenda.
Pledge and the prayer.
Let
Actually,
everybody start.
I met with Mayor Spencer. Between the two of us, we have an agenda
Okay,
for
great.
the two groups.
All right, great.
Okay, so I had something new for there, and that was I attended the first quarterly SCOG meeting, which is Stark Council of Government, which is a representative from every township, village, and the mayors from cities. I have to say I was severely disappointed in it.
Did they talk about water?
No.
Okay.
No, and it's run mostly by, and then there's a lot of, and I don't understand how they get the makeup of the committee, the whole thing, because there's a lot of lawyers and Canton City people there that are there also.
Gotcha.
A lot of the chief of police, the sheriff, you know, a lot of that. And our mark system is always a big issue that we talk about. And so the crew that make up the mark system, maybe you guys remember the chief's, he's retired that runs do you remember what his name is? It's okay. I've seen him lots of times before. But what they started last year was they were looking at redesigning and pulling off of SCOG a separate subcommittee to run with the marks now in place, the fire and EMS off a separate committee, which is fine because it is very cumbersome to put it in with everything else. And then they would report back to the SCOG council.
Okay.
But when they decided to look at the makeup of that committee, it has always been in the past, they wanted to redefine it from Stark Township Association. We always sent one from a large township and one from a small township because those needs are totally different. Large townships, Jackson, they're almost like a city themselves.
Yeah.
Small townships like ours, we have nothing in common, basically, very little. And so totally different. But when this committee met in December and they redefined what they wanted to do, they said they wanted one less member on the committee because they thought they had too many members. Well, they have like 10 different cities on there. They have tons of other people on there. So they decided to remove one of the township representatives. So now they're only going to allow one total township representative on the committee for fire and EMS services. And so we were supposed to take a vote there. And we were at, I'm not sure at that point if we had a majority, but one of the, I think he's a new township trustee, and I'm not sure where he was from, sitting beside me, said, I have a concern that you're reducing this because it has always been one from a large township, one from a small township.
Mhm.
And they came back with, well, we want to make the committee smaller. So how does that make sense that we're going to make the committee one person smaller? And so, trying to think of his name from Plain. He used to be an officer. What's his name?
Yeah. I know.
He's always sending.
I can picture him.
Scott Haas. Scott Haas was there.
Mhm.
And
He'll
biggest
talk.
disappointment ever.
He'll talk.
Scott Haas, which he never is quiet, sat there and kept his mouth shut the whole time. And I said, listen, this, and I explained what I just said to you. Large townships are totally different than small townships. I am going to vote no against this. This is wrong. We're not doing, I'm going to vote no. You vote however you want, but I'm voting no. And so then somebody walked in right after that, and then they pulled the vote, and they made it by just the minimum number of votes and voted to accept it. And Scott Haas sat there and voted for it.
Hmm.
So, and I'm going to let him know when I see him again how disappointed I am. But when we go to Stark to our county meeting, then I think we need to bring that up then also. And then maybe that member needs to come from a small township, not a large township. And I personally would like to see it be Cliff Varian, since he's over the fire.
I can go.
Well, you'd have to be elected.
Oh,
So,
I can raise
we
my
have a
hand.
March meeting. We have a March meeting here coming up where we're all supposed to be at for the engineer meeting.
Mhm.
There.
That's great.
And so,
I got Rodney and Josh and myself. I don't know if any of you.
yeah,
all
I'm gonna
want
be
to.
there. I already RSVP'd.
Yeah. We got
Yeah,
all-
it's the 19th at Jackson Township Center,
Yes,
6:00.
yes. And so I'd like
Ooh,
to
man,
bring
these-
this up on that agenda then.
Thursday meetings are killing you guys.
I know,
All right.
but I was very, very disappointed in the outcome of that. And then,
So what does the SCOG group accomplish? I'm trying to decide, like, why do
it's
they
over
have
the
it?
crime lab for Stark County.
Okay.
It's over how we get our money and the property taxes, and that was a big issue. If property taxes are eliminated, an estimate, and the estimate isn't final yet, but the estimate change in our budget would be $1.3 million, which is very significant.
Sure.
It does.
I think it's cute when people are like, oh, this property tax thing, it's got to come from someplace. You can't just not fund anything. Like, that's not how life
Right.
works. It's got to
Yeah,
come from
well, that
someplace.
was our conversation earlier,
If it's not coming from property tax, you're going to pay 20% sales tax. It's got to come from someplace.
which it probably needs, if
Right.
it reverts to a sales tax, then it's
Right.
shared among more people.
People are crazy when they're like, this is
Yeah.
ridiculous. I'm like, well, it's not going to turn it off.
So, and I can bring the minutes in it, but it's a large packet. We have to approve the budget for the year. That is money that is provided by the county through
Okay.
the sales tax. They're moving the crime lab from off of over there by Canton South. They're gonna try to move it down in town, Canton, to the new old AT&T building or AEP building, the old AEP building. And then they want, because they're starting to bring more services from the crime lab, so we quit sending them down to the state because they're getting too slow turnaround.
Okay.
But when I looked at the last year's crime statistics, there was only, I think, 2 from Osnaburg Township that was anything, and then the village, I think, had maybe 3
Okay.
that was sent to the crime lab. Now, is it because we don't have enough crime to send it, or it just doesn't get done? I don't know. Don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
But very low compared to other places. So that was that. And with that saying, as the rest of you go to your meetings that you guys attend, it would be nice when you come back if you could just report on what's happening from those meetings, like regional planning and those, so that we know, when you're going, or like I knew, but you probably had no idea that this is what happened at this meeting.
Mhm.
So I'd like us to start doing that under new township
So for the
business.
SCTA meeting, do I need to say something to someone, or does someone have to nominate me? Are they gonna?
Oh, well, it's not on the agenda. I'm going to bring it up for discussion.
Okay.
But you do have to RSVP into that meeting. They'd send it in
If you
email.
don't show up, you'll definitely get on.
If I'm not there to fight back, I'm showing up.
How many years have you
I-
been serving our fire department?
4, 5.
And so you have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, I've I'm glad to go and speak on the fire. Absolutely. Love to do that.
Yeah, especially more challenging for us than the full-time departments that have buco dollars that they could
Oh my
spend.
gosh.
So, all right, so I'll quit on that one. Is there any other new township business?
I do have two things.
Okay,
Trustees, I received, actually about an hour before the meeting, our GoDaddy accounts for our emails. That bill is $1,122.85 for the year. I just would ask for approval for that.
I thought we got rid of them.
yeah, I thought we canceled a bunch of us off. Is that just those that are on?
This is what we have left.
Okay,
We did cancel a bunch of you off. And by the way, one of the cybersecurities, we need to maybe have to reconsider that. Because part of your cyber plans, and I got to talk to them down in,
I know what you're gonna say.
what's that? Well, just so you know, that to have cybersecurity, everybody can't be using their own personal emails all over the place and tie in. That a policy may have to
Okay,
address that by July 1st of this year. So be thinking about that. That we might have to do something because that was one of the big things about securing your emails.
okay,
But this is just a yearly on the two fire department, mine, the office, road, and cemetery. That's what
you
this
have
is.
zoning on there too, right?
What's that?
You have zoning on there.
Yeah, zoning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have a motion?
So moved.
So moved. Second. He's so moved and I second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
And then the next one was Sedgwick. I just got this today in the mail. This is our HMO for our workers' comp. Their yearly bill, we always look that over.
Did we get a rebate back on that this
Yes,
year?
you got a rebate there and you got a rebate in the Bureau of Workers' Comp also.
Do you remember what the rebate was?
Rebate for the Bureau was in the $300 to $400 range. This
Yes.
one was, the Sedgwick was like a few $100s. something like that.
So the price on here is $14.95 for us for Sedgwick, and that's for a year. So I'll make a motion to approve that.
Trustee Barron's
1,490.
1,000, yeah.
Oh, what?
Not 14.
Oh, no,
1,495.
1,004, sorry.
Trustee Barron,
$14.95.
You made the mo.
Yeah.
you made the motion, I second. 1495 to pay Sedgwick.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. That was,
I wonder, I thought $14 seemed awful low.
Oh, no. Sorry, 14,500. No, whatever it is. Okay, what else? So I don't know if you all received it, but Ben Parker had sent an email.
I took the survey. Did you take the survey?
I took the
Did
survey.
you vote?
I did. What'd you
I
vote?
voted too.
What'd you
I think
vote?
I voted ABC. I think I voted for the first one as the number one choice, the second one, then the third one. I think.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
In the same order that it was in.
Yep.
So that is out through that group. And I'm not sure
Committee.
who all he sent it to, but as soon as he gives me the results, we'll get it over to, I'll let Ben know, let him see those, or not Ben, Andy.
Great.
And then Brian, did we know who's going to make that sign for us?
I don't know if we have a vendor. We have to find a sign vendor to create the sign.
Does the
for us.
state doesn't have a vendor for us or just telling us what to get?
No.
I thought you had a sign vendor, you thought.
That's going to be more metal signs and more like
it's a
governmental
municipal
signs.
sign. That's
Yeah,
what
you
we're
want
trying-
a sign vendor that's going to build your translucent panel. You know,
Yeah.
you're going to want something that's going to. I think you're going to see the first or second choice be voted on. I don't think the third one's going to get voted on. But we'll
Yeah.
see.
Okay, but as soon as we get that
The
vote
approval,
from
we
him,
can move
we
forward.
need to know where we're gonna go.
Andy's ready. The frame is built and done, ready to go in the ground.
So do we need to approve that we're gonna move to a sign vendor? We don't have a quote yet, but
I mean, it was all paid for in the original quote to Andy, right?
Yeah.
So it's been done.
so he can just find a sign vendor.
Yeah, he can find the sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you had that one, what is it?
He had someone
Art or
create,
something.
he had somebody create the art for him, but he just needs to call Canton Sign or one of these sign builders to have him build it. You know, create it on a backer.
Was he using Pro Art? I was thinking.
Pro Art.
Yeah, I think he used the sign builder.
Okay. So that's where we're at with it. Hopefully that moves forward because I need to close out that grant.
Yep.
So, All right, with that, is there any other business?
I do have one thing, Trustee Pirro. You were right about the salt, but I want to give you the numbers and then you can, Rodney can kind of confirm something
I
here.
wrote it down here, so.
Well, I wrote down, I actually pulled the numbers. In the 24-25, which would be the fall of 24, in the spring of 25, we bought $81,332.33 worth of salt, road salt. Salt at that time was $43.70, so that's 1,861 ton.
1,861.
Now,
Ton.
remember, the bin would have been full through the summer of 2025.
Yeah, we filled, yeah.
So we wouldn't have had to go buy a big load in the fall of 2025. Because the
No.
bin was already
That was
full.
2024.
Oh, in 2025,
Last year was 2025. We did not have a full bin going into fall.
No,
Not this year.
not this year.
not, in 2025 of the spring, we had got a load. It's on the, I'm gonna make sure I say this right. We got the big load in 24. That's when we got the big load.
Right.
And then in the spring, when I say spring, this would have been February of
Right.
2025.
Lots more.
Those two numbers are part of that 81,332.
Okay.
Then in 25, the fall of 25, and then the spring of 26 so far,
Right.
we have purchased 82,948.69. But salt is 6289, which is 1,318 tons. So it's
So you,
400 and some ton less.
yeah,
Salt was purchased. And I don't, like you said, how much is up there now? So that kind of gives you an idea of what it was.
you said eight,
Roughly around 300
I was
tons.
gonna say, we
Yeah.
thought.
you said
300 tons.
816 and 1318, that's 500 ton.
Right.
Yeah, it's 500 ton.
Now, once we, if we max our limit out, we'll be rolling into the fall with 600.
Yeah.
Unless
Okay.
we would have some freak thing.
Well,
Like
we have-
a late snow, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what I was
70 a day.
saying, when you're debating like how
Yeah.
much more to buy, you could buy up to 1,200 ton between now and August.
Right.
So you can be over that 1,000 ton, Rodney.
Right, but we can only do like 200 and.
Well, you can go to 1,200 ton.
Right?
Right now, you're at
20%.
900 and some ton you purchased on this.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can go up to 1,200
Yeah.
ton at the same price as the
This is the
6289.
fixed price. Yeah.
But if you wanted to get that before August 1st, not knowing if salt's gonna be
Right.
higher or lower, you could do that. But then your bin would have, if you didn't use any more the rest of this year,
Right.
with whatever you
Well,
buy.
we're gonna sit down like the last week of April to try to, then we'll do some numbers to get a total for next year.
Because next year, the number we always gave was 1,000 ton roughly. You won't have to do anything like that. You
No.
might want to do
Right.
500 or
Right.
400.
Yeah, because you'll have so much in there, yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, that should be based on
Save
whether
money.
they eliminate the sales tax or not, because if they eliminate the sales tax, we have funding for all of next year, because they pay their taxes a year behind. So even if they eliminate it the following year, they still have to pay that year. But after that, if there's something not in place,
Well, that'd be something.
so, I don't know. All right, thank you, Fiscal Officer Brian, for that analysis. And with that,
Trustee Varian moves to adjourn, pay bills, and go home.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you all for your service.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate your time
Good
tonight.
luck to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Did I?
So there's supposedly a place out there that gives fire departments crazy deals. You open it, see
Retire.